What up, you guys? Before we start, I am in no way a financial advisor, nor am I giving you financial advice. I work the blockchain and co-run an investment opinions blog and newsletter. Now that that's out of the way, welcome back to another mind-blowing educational video only by NGI. Hey guys, 888 here, bringing you the rundown on ICP. What is it? Why is it? Will it be worth it? And when would it be worth it? Let's dive in. What is ICP? Internet Computer, or ICP, is a cryptocurrency or digital token that allows users to create apps, websites, and other web-based services. The cryptocurrency was created by Definity Foundation, and it's been backed and endorsed by well-regarded venture capitalist firms like Anderson Horowitz and Polychain Capital. What features does ICP do? The ICP tokens are also used as a reward for its users, who do play a significant role in enhancing network functions. One of the newest cryptocurrencies on the market is in fact Internet Computer. Even though its project has been in development for over 5 years, it has gained a great deal of attention from investors and analysts since its launch on Coinbase Pro on the 10th of May. Which you all are probably thinking, yeah, then it dropped and took all my money. We'll get to those whys shortly. ICP is a utility token that allows users to participate and govern the internet computing blockchain network. In short, this means it aims to make it user-friendly enough for everyone to not only use it, but to want to use it. How many ICP tokens are out there? There's a max supply of 128,985,798 ICP coins, which is pretty small compared to, a bunch of other coins that are out there. ICP price data. The current coin market cap ranking is number 18, with a live market cap of $8,220,310,953 USD. It has a circulating supply of 128,985,798 ICP coins, which is the max. And anyone who knows anything about value knows scarcity matters. So there is value in its tokenomics. Challenges. Its competition, the fact that its technology is more or less kind of backtracking to make everything better, trends, and the complexity of its utility. ICP competitors include Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, and Sol. The issues with ICP is their goal is to become the new internet, more decentralized and more secure. Yes, a good idea. However, Ethereum has already accomplished that goal and is now moving towards perfecting it with 2.0, which is going to be the new internet of blockchain, faster, cheaper, less gas fees, etc. Whereas its other competitors have adapted and become more of a vessel within the blockchain itself, they all have taken the path of reinventing the wheel, whereas we know it's much easier to do than to change the shape of the wheel and have it, work the same. So the takeaway comparison from this is the problem with the ICO is it's the dealing with the complexity of the challenge itself. The others have become more of a vehicle for the blockchain, so it's kind of taking steps backwards. Let's take a look at a few major points like the resistance over persistence, amplification, and sentiment score versus its competitors. Its sentiment score of May 2020 corrected again to $59. 1 year later, sentiment corrected again back to $51, where we're at now. That's a concerning amplification because it's negative. If looking at its trending against analysis and its volume and trending topics, like the news, media, and the goals and accomplishments versus its roadmaps all insist, the track record, etc., you'll see that for the months of May and June, the corrections for 2 years now have been at a declining amplification, whereas its competitors like Ethereum and ADA have had a skyrocketing inclination amplification. It's trying to recreate the entire blockchain platform and ecosystem, whereas every other outperforming competitors aim to just make it better. Let's look at the mechanics of ICP. The big problem lies in the fact that the new infrastructure for the web is just built directly on top of the old infrastructure for the web. This means that we are setting on a $3.6 trillion legacy tech stash This isn't at all help to buy the rate of adoption that happens when it comes to anything to do with networking on the internet. Like, for example, the IP address, as you might know, is the IPv4, which is 4 numbers separated by 3 dots. It ran out years ago. Every single one of them knows it is owned by IPv or a hosting provider. And then not to mention, most IPVs aren't offered to customers, and also they tend to get over-engined and overwhelmed very easily. The new one can't even compensate for its brother by such a long shot, it seems not even worth the work. I've tried. If you see, here's a comparison. It's kind of ridiculous. To achieve this overhaul of the web as we know it, data centers, instead of renting their server space directly to the customer, they would now instead offer up their services to be a part of the new internet computer, with the protocol being touted as heck proof. In short, this means that the owners of the servers actually cannot access the code running upon their box, which means any hardware expectation cannot be used to break into the code of anything running on them. So it's actually pretty secure. This also provides great resilience to servers going offline, because if that ever happens, the code running can just simply be moved to another box with zero downtime. Dfinity aims to introduce a new version of IP, naming ICP, the Internet Computer Protocol, which aims to change the Internet protocol and how it works completely, whereas the current version of IP only dictates how data should be transferred across a network. The new version of ICP would now dictate how the software platform themselves should be transferred across the network. This would provide proper mobility and scalability to any application running on ICP, because not only can the data now be transferred anywhere, but the code it's running on can also be transferred anywhere, but only through ICP. Allowing it to essentially move from a computer to a computer to scale up to the size needed to accommodate its user base does make it scalable, but only for ICP. It's not really including anyone else in the blockchain. Whereas data centers would get their money from renting the service directly out to users in the past, they now instead would get paid in ICP tokens for the computing power that the servers provide to their network ICP or lend to ICP. In conclusion, to me, ICP is not a good short-term play and may be a holder, but it is a gamble, and it will get hit a lot more this year to come. That's mainly in part because people don't understand it. The idea is great, and it is an idea the internet needs. I do believe that. However, its timing may or may not be a little too early or a little too late, which could be its detriment. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope this helps you make a decision on at least how much you should invest into ICP. I hope you guys have a good, prosperous day.